و ما بسیار مشکلات که یا باز خانه میاییم نمیاییم. پدرم که معیوب است و بسیار سختی بر ما قلم کتابچه خریده باز ما در خانه بشینیم.
Gender and sex are distinct concepts often misunderstood. Sex refers to biological traits like chromosomes, hormones, and reproductive anatomy, while gender involves the roles, behaviors, and expectations society assigns with being male or female. As a social construct, it varies across cultures and evolves over time.
Well, I think that having access to privileges only because of your gender, and unfortunately, it is demonstrated when it's often, those privileges are in the hands of male.
That men or women have advantage in some areas than the other gender.
To be honest, I couldn't really care less about how one should dictate how a person should live. I think that's something that should come naturally, and I don't really see privilege on that matter.
I think it's something really remarkable in our world, especially in Portugal, with how companies pay you and how women in general receive less than men. And I think that's something as people in the 21st century and as the future generation, we need to change.
Gender inequality is based on the concept of gender privilege, that is, the unearned advantages that someone receives based on their gender, with male privilege being the most widespread. Men often benefit from better career opportunities, less harassment, and greater respect, while women face many professional and social barriers, weighted expectations, and criticism.
I think so. I think sometimes in class, there's teachers that prefer male answers than female answers, and that's something that annoys me sometimes, because I think they don't even give us the opportunity because they think we don't deserve it just because we are females. And sometimes also in the way we dress, I think that's something that we need to address more, especially in schools nowadays.
Although gender privilege benefits men, it also comes with challenges, like pressure to conform to masculine norms and stigma around vulnerability, as they face social restrictions on their choices and emotional expression.
Well, due to the patriarchy, in terms of the work reality, men still have advantage towards paychecks. We get better salaries, better conditions, although it's changing step by step. I'd say there's some privilege towards men on that specific field.
Men, they're usually preferred over women, probably. Say that.
Yeah, even if you think about the working place, like the wages are still lower for women respect to men, so it's a clear example.
Gender disparities are deeply rooted in society with serious consequences across the world. For example, women occupy only 10% of leadership positions, their salaries are 20% lower on average, and 1 in 3 women is a victim of violence. Furthermore, millions of girls are deprived of an education, forced into early marriage, or subjected to sexual violence. Despite global awareness of these problems, gender equality has not been achieved in any country yet. In fact, 1 in 3 countries has made no progress since 2015, and the situation for women has even worsened in 18 countries. At the current rate of progress, it will take another 131 years to achieve gender equality worldwide, particularly in low-income countries.
Well, because they don't have a voice, they can't speak, they can't show their faces, they have no power over the life, but men have control over them, so that's probably.
Afghanistan is the ultimate example of gender discrimination. The Taliban regime denies women fundamental rights such as education, work, and freedom. They are often treated with less dignity than animals, reduced to mere objects.
I think that we are making great progresses, that we have already made great progresses, but that, that we are still a lot, behind. Women still have to fight a lot, to get the same rights and the same opportunities. And I think that there's a big risk, in front of us with new tendencies of, going backwards. So I think that we all have to be encouraged to keep fighting, not for better chances, but for the same opportunities.
Nowadays, gender-based disparities persist, often fueled by stereotypes that lead to discrimination and gender privilege.
Architecture.
I know both men and women, they're architects, so...
Teaching.
Today.
Woman.
Plumbing. Well, I've never opened the door of my apartment to a woman who's a plumber. So...
Hairdressing. Woman.
Engineering.
Male.
Sports coaching.
Men.
Social work.
Women.
Journalism.
Both as well.
Politics.
Men.
Nursing.
Female.
Fishing.
Maybe male.
And military service.
Male.
Law? Most of the people that I know are men.
Acting.
Both.
Someone cooking.
Women.
Someone playing football.
Male.
Someone fixing a car.
Men.
Someone arguing about politics.
Men.
Someone proposing marriage.
Male.
Someone singing.
Woman.
Someone shopping for clothes.
Female.
Someone driving a truck.
Man.
Someone doing grocery shopping.
I want to believe that both now.
Challenging these widely held ideas is key to creating a more just and peaceful world where everyone, regardless of gender, can thrive. It's not about making men and women equal, but about providing the same opportunities for everyone.